Last June, when we were speaking at a home in front of all family members, mobile is also a family member, okay? And my mother tossed an idea, why don't we fast on Ekadasi and we do Annadan? Okay, that reminded me the tax saving of 80G donation, and I immediately delegated that to Alexa as a reminder. And I started browsing for the tax filing. Then I received this SMS. Not once, twice. Ekadasi, 80G, tax support, Annadan. And on the same day, 2 times. So I was thinking whether this is divine whispers or digital algorithms. Now, while mostly it is coincidence, I was thinking little technical. Is ASR, automatic speech recognition, possible? Yes. Is voice to text conversion possible? Yes. Is keywords extraction from the text possible? Yes. Is impactful content from the keywords possible? Yes. Is communicating back to you possible? Yes. So there is no human intervention to send something like this. And that strike the chord. Today's possibility is tomorrow's reality. So this makes us feel that we are being witnessed by the natural elements, fire, air, aqua, naba, sky and ground, from the top of the head to tip of the toes. Now I feel we are under supervision of the 5 more digital elements, which is the digital giants. When we are busy typing and swiping, these digital giants are busy listening and learning. Facebook or Instagram or any social media knows, like your brother, who is your best friend, who is your crush, who is your favorite cousin, based on the likes and comments you do, correct? Amazon, like your father, knows what are your spending patterns, and Netflix, like your best friend, knows which emotion triggers you. Keeping the Panchabhutas in the elemental form of social media, mobile OS, e-commerce, OTT, search engine, let's see how they connect back. Social media, it can burn you up, your profile, or lighten up your profile with one viral post. It is a fire quality. Mobile OS, like an air, it is invisible, indispensable. E-commerce, grounding your needs, sprouting with all the discounted offers, earth quality. OTT, content streams, and you get drowned in the next season. Water quality. Search engine, is like a sky, it is vast and expansive. Don't you see they are beautifully connected from both these sides? And this emphasizes the fact, the amount of respect we give and the awareness we have with the natural elements, we should have same with the digital elements, which I call it as a Panchabhutas, Pancha Digitas for the digital elements. Very significant amount of your digital footprint is available based on the activity-based data, but not on the actively key-in data. Are you aware of the Google takeout? Have you guys ever tried? If you take it, see, suppose for an autobiography of entirely 100 pages, it takes what? Some 10 MB, 20 MB, right? Now, if you go to Google Takeout and try to extract your Gmail account information, where Google stores based on over 65 categories, you would often get exceedingly more than 20 GB of the data to download about you. And this tells detailed record of your digital life. When Mahabharata meets digital Bharata. In Mahabharata, it started with the dice game. Till then, Kauravas and Pandavas are bhai-bhai. The digital dice in today's life is mobile and laptops, which are charging us on connections, time, and trust. Father goes through the LinkedIn profile of accepting all the connections, which he may never communicate. Mother will go through the YouTube recipes of all the dishes, which she may never cook. Kids, they are training for the e-gaming of the Olympics, but with thumbs, not with limbs. And finally, we will have one person who would actually go through the WhatsApp statuses of our entire network of friends, relatives, and submit a detective investigation agency report back to us. That's our grandmother who takes that role. So everybody are busy in their life with their own devices today. And the only thing which is missing is the dice sound, which gets triggered when somebody picks up their phone. Digital should enhance the relationships, but not replace them. Roll out the meaningful conversations and bet on the loud ones instead. And this flawed dice game in the Kuru dynasty led to the Kurukshetra, which is today more like the social media, where people are taking sides, fighting, shouting. Now, the engagement metrics such as likes, comments, shares have turned out to be missiles, where the obsession with metrics has gone to that stage. I have received a post on WhatsApp saying that please like, comment and share this post, and that is a farewell post of somebody. Somebody has posted a cat post, picture of cat. Now, generally in the social media, we see 3 types of patterns. Why don't you adopt? The over supporters of the post. And there are 30 comments on this. What about dogs? The opposers of your post. And there are 15 more comments on this. And we always think there are only 2 sides, right? Supporters and opposers. But there is one more, most important thing in the social media, which are distractors. Are you aware of the climatic change? The person who has posted will think, why did I even posted this? Are you guys aware of what is the average time a person spends on the social media? Any guesses? It is average time is 2.5 hours. Now 40% of this is enriched with emotions. I'm saying enriched with emotions of anxiety, depression and all. Now, the way to handle Kurukshetra is crystal clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Karmanye vadikaraste mafalechu kadachana. You have right to share the ethical and meaningful content. You have no right on the number of likes it can get. Sometimes the likes can be only 2, including your mother. Ma karma phala hetubhu mate sanga astu akarmani. Do not let the comments or the shares drive the purpose of the post. Deactivating social media profile is not solution. It is inaction. So what should we do? We should do our best and detach from the rest. That's how we should play the social media game. In the modern Kurukshetra, the battles aren't fought with bows and arrows. They are more often fought with awareness, intention and discipline. Let's come back to the discipline. Have you ever found out you kept on scrolling till the bottom, knowing that you should stop? Raise the hands if you are guilty. So, it's such a clever maze, right? Like Chakravyuha, where people are often caught into it. These days, we don't need Guru Dronacharyas to trap us. The autoplay features in rolling. Customers who viewed this also viewed this. Are you watching? Does this job perfectly. Every action, whether you click, swipe, type, tap, is a signal. Can you make a rough estimate? What is an average person would do number of signals per day to their mobile? How many times average smartphone users interacts with mobile, sending any signal, typing, tapping, scrolling, 100. Study shows 2617 times per day. So this is the high intensity workout you are doing with your thumbs. In fact, you are doing 2 taps every minute, even factoring for your sleep. These signals are the silent conversations with the powerful ML algorithms on the back end, which often gives a detailed, starkly accurate picture of who you are. The point isn't whether the algorithms are tracking us. That is taken for granted. It is whether we understand what kind of signals or story we are telling about us. Think of it like a digital body language. What we swipe, scroll, save, speaks more deeper than what we actually type. Right? Body language speaks more than the voice. Voice speaks more than the words. Similar way. Let me take an example of Goa Trip. These days we go for experience. These days we go to holidays not for experiences, no, for hashtags, right? So suppose you have gone to a Goa portal and downloaded an itinerary. What will you get next day? An email shouting 20% discount on your itinerary, limited period. Correct? Content-based signals. And when you skip that, what will happen? Algorithm pivots and sends you budget-friendly accommodations, ad-based signals. And suppose you are scrolling and seeing in the late nights, what will you get? Midnight sales, last minute offers, temporal, time-based signals. And if you are roaming around the store, what will you get? In-store discount, location-based signals. And these cookies and trailing pixels will ensure after, even you come after the Goa trip also, every portal you visit keeps on bombarding with all the Goa related details till the life of the tracking pixel. You guys know that. Study also shows that 70% of the content viewed on the YouTube and 35% of the Amazon purchases happen with algorithmic recommendations. Just hold for a minute and see this. 70% of content. So if somebody wants to see 30 videos, they end up seeing 70 more videos. That's forming the 100 videos, right? So if somebody wants to see one video, he's seeing 2 or 3 more videos. And if somebody wants to buy 2 items from Amazon, he's buying 1 more item, even when money is involved. That is the impact of the algorithmic recommendations. Now, it is obvious that these algorithmic recommendations are feeding so that they are reinforcing our biases, trapping us further into the digital echo chambers, which is like a chakravyuha. How will you break out of this loop? This needs to fire 2 arrows at a right moment: awareness and self-discipline. Will you be Abhimanyu, who is caught in the infinite scrolling, or will you become Arjuna, who knows when and how to stop it, so that you reclaim your digital identity? These are the various signals. Now, story time. This is a hypothetical story. A work from home employee, that day he is working from the park. He sat under the shade of the tree. The tree is Kalpavriksha. Kalpavriksha, for the Indian mythological concept, is a wish granting tree. Now, little he knows that it is a wish granting tree. So whatever he wishes, that it will immediately grant. So he's sitting and working. Then he realized, why should I do this job? If this work is taken away, I'll be more relaxed. His manager messaged him, this task need not be done. It is already sorted. He kept the laptop aside. Now he's thinking, why do I need to actually work? If I have some 5 crores or 10 crores, I have got my financial independence. Then his broker called him and said, sir, you won a lottery, 10 crores. No, abhi to isko lag gayi. He's thinking, what has happened? Whatever I think is coming true. This place has some superficial, supernatural elements and spirits. He thought like this. Now all the ghosts came before him. By seeing the ghosts, obviously what will happen? He is afraid. What if these ghosts are hungry? What if they feed on me? And the outcome happened. The ghost killed him and he died. The gist to take from this story, this Kalpavriksha is exactly similar to generative AI which we are using today. If you understand the problem in this clearly, the reaction to your instruction is so swift and quick, you don't even have time to rectify it. Now, if your instruction is wrong, you have to face the consequences of this. Earlier, things used to take time. So, if you thought something wrong, you have an opportunity to change, which is not there today. However, now coming back to generative AI, today, have you guys heard of BCI? Brain-computer interfaces, which is already there in US. So, these are the implants which are kept on the human brain for the paralysis patients so that they can control the entire technology and systems with their thoughts. They need not even say even words. They can control it. Now, if you have thought something wrong, then the system is like, it will finish it immediately. Because today, we are even moving from, earlier we are simply doing things. Today, we are transitioning from deeply knowing things. So we have to know more because the execution part of it, digital and AI is doing it. The tip of the story is we can't afford to think even wrong. So think consciously. The future, which we are saying from the terms of Kalpavriksha, the future is not even near. It is already here. Let's come back to realistic story. The era of swiping left for relationships and swiping right for the online orders is where we are, correct? So in case if we are stuck with some love related issues or financial related struggles or career related struggles, we start consuming the respective content, be it music, blogs, videos or anything. But what are you doing subconsciously? You are keeping your you are keeping for your account the respective keywords weightage, you are increasing it. And your problems are solved. Now you want to come out of it. But these recommendations will keep on pulling you back so much that it becomes difficult for you to overcome. So how do we solve this? Periodically audit your digital habits. Ask yourself, am I choosing this or is algorithm choosing this for me? Collaborate with it in spite of competing with this. Think before you share and share only what you care. Consider your digital profile as a movie for which you are the director. And here you can't even reshoot. If it goes once, then that scene is shot. So finally, after 5 years, will your movie will win a Filmfare or not? Is the question you should ask yourself. Less scroll, more solve. So channel your excess time on the social media to challenge your intellect. LinkedIn to LinkedIn Learning. Instagram to Instagram Creator Studio. Google to Google Campaign Manager. Amazon to Amazon Seller Place. That's how you can keep it effectively for usage. And this is mindful engagement. So in Treta Yuga, the battle is fought between two realms, humans and asuras. In Dwapar Yuga, battle is fought between two brothers in the same family, Pandavas and Kauravas. In Kali Yuga, that is this digital era, the battle is fought between two minds of the same person. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Humans, their innovations. Awareness, automation. Control, creations. And to sum up on the digital dharma, we need to use the tools awareness, that is thinking consciously, and self-discipline to engage mindfully. Thank you. It was